Hi everybody and welcome to RECR654 Developing Promotional Information Systems in Recreation and Park Management. I want to go over the syllabus here with you in a little more detail, just to provide a little bit of overview outside of you reading it, which I trust you will do as well. So here is our syllabus. This is me, of course, Eric Legg. My phone number here, what I will note to you is that is my personal cell, so just please be cognizant of time when you use it. That being said, you are welcome to text me if that is a comfortable medium for you. Just if you do text me, I ask that you identify yourself so I'm not confused. Here is my email. I'm listing my Frostburg email here, which I will check at least daily. If you need me really fast, text me. I have a Frostburg email, a Utah email, a personal email, a Tennis on the Hill email, so it can be a little overwhelming. I will check that, but like I said, if you need me ASAP, please text. If you do see me on Gmail, you're welcome to chat with me. That's my address. Here's my Twitter handle if you want to get in touch with me that way. And here is my Skype address, eric.leg. The only thing I'll say about Skype is sometimes I will leave the computer on and walk away. This is true for GChat too. So if I don't answer you, it's probably not because I'm ignoring you, it's because I've walked away. And then our class Facebook page, which hopefully I believe most of you have joined by now, which is another way to reach me is to post there. So you guys all know this is online, and it goes Wednesday to Wednesday. We have two texts we'll use in this course. This management text, which I believe you have already bought for this program, so you're not going to need to buy it again. We're only going to use one chapter out of that, so if you have not bought that, let me know and I will just post the relevant pages. I'll scan them and post them. But I think it's a great book in general, so I would encourage you to get it. And then our second text is the Social Media Marketing an Hour a Day book, which I'm very excited because they just came out with the second edition of this book. It is hard to find a textbook that's relevant for social media stuff because it changes so quickly. But I think the fundamentals of this book are really fantastic. A lot of the reading you're going to do is either going to be online or it's going to be kind of self-explored. One of the things with social media, which will be a focus, not the only focus, but a focus of this course, is that it changes so rapidly that I really want you to get used to finding stuff out on your own. So I'm listing some online sources here that I like. There are lots out there. Feel free to discover those on your own. These are just to get you started. They're not required, but just to get you started on your own. Course objectives I will let you read on your own, as well as policies. These are pretty standard, I think, for every class. I don't think I really changed anything. Your assignments. So your assignments for this course I lump into three general categories. Category number one is your participation, and that is in the online discussion forum. Our online discussions are going to be basically the same thing every week. As I mentioned above, this stuff changes quickly, and one of the best ways to learn about it is to explore on your own. So what I ask you to do on those online discussions is explore on your own, find something interesting, and tell your classmates about it, and then interact there. That's really kind of that simple. So you are required to post and respond at least once. The timings are there for you to read. Number two is your social media tools participation. Another thing about social media, and this is true of technology in general, is that you get comfortable with it by doing it. So each week I'm going to ask you to play around with a tool that may be Facebook, that may be Twitter, that may be Vine, but something new just to kind of increase your comfortability. So each week you're going to have a specific assignment related to something to do, and that will be another 20% of your grades. 20% for discussion, 20% for the social media tools. Your final lump of assignments is what I call the major assignments, which is basically three assignments that will roll into one, or two assignments that roll into one to make up the third. And this is going to be your marketing plan that's going to have a focus on social media, but it will incorporate basics of a marketing plan. We'll do that in three segments: a situation assessment, a STP, or segmenting, targeting, positioning segment, and then we'll roll those up, add some things on the marketing mix and evaluation into an entire marketing plan. You're going to get more details on each of these items as we go through class, but so you know now, these are the three components of it. I handle the deadlines on these assignments a little bit differently, I think, than most courses. My take on this is that I know you all have different schedules and you're working professionals, and I kind of trust you to manage your time. Ultimately, all three of these assignments are due by the end of the course. What I suggest for you on the first two-part situation assessment and your STP is I have kind of some suggested deadlines for you. And those suggested deadlines serve two purposes. One is to just keep you on track, and two, it gives me a chance to give you feedback, which is ultimately going to help you in your final marketing plan. But those are suggested. If you turn them all three in at the end of the class, you do not get a late penalty. Most likely that's not going to be to your benefit because you're not going to have had the advantage of my feedback all along, but there's no late penalty. So I basically kind of going to trust you to meet those deadlines as it works with your schedule. The discussion board stuff and the social media tools stuff is a little different. Those do have hard deadlines, and the reason for that is that there's some interaction there. So your classmates are dependent on you, so we need to kind of be accountable to each other for those things. But these major assignments are at your pace, and again, I've offered some suggestions on how to pace that. Again, your evaluation, basically 20% for each of those sections, so that makes your major assignments as a lump 60%. Okay. I also am providing, and I think I'm just going to do it as a separate document, not in the course. And you've seen the draft of this. I'm still calling it draft because I'm always paranoid about taking things out of draft. But here's a basic course overview. So it's going to walk you through each week what you have to read, what your social media tool participation is, at least broadly, your discussion board, and your major assignment suggested dates. So that's that. If you have any questions, always feel free to reach out to me. I'm generally pretty quick at responding. Particularly if you don't use that Frostburg email. I don't want to discourage you from using it, but I tend to be a little slower on that than some other areas. We will get together at least a couple times on Illuminate, hopefully to do some video stuff, and I look forward to having you in class. Have a great day.